This is gonna be a rough video to make. If you guys haven't been with the channel for, I don't know, a lot of you haven't been here for over a year, but if you haven't been here for a year, then you probably won't know what I'm talking about. But today I wanted to do a video. It is February the 25th, and a year ago today, when you're watching this, I'm not recording this on the day, but when you're watching this, a year ago today, I lost one of my best friends that, one of the best friends I ever had. And, you know, if you watch FaZe Jev, he does a video each year, you know, in memory of his, one of his close friends that he lost. His name's Jordan Allen. He does it every year on Valentine's Day. That's the day that his friend died. And I just wanted to, you know, I said last year that I would do this, you know, every year. And as long as I get to do YouTube, I would like to, you know, keep the memory of him alive. Now, last year I didn't get to talk that much about, you know, everything about him and stuff because, you know, I was really tore up. It was like right when it happened and stuff. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about him. So in 5th grade, we got a new student to our class, and his name was Tyler. And he was from Indiana. You know, we didn't really meet for, you know, a week or two after he moved here, but we did meet, and instantly me, him, and my other, you know, my closest friend, we just really clicked. You know, me, him, my cousin, and then my best friend. We just connected with each other. We were all just us four were always really close friends. And you know, me and Tyler would always argue all the time and say because I would say he wasn't country, because he like always liked to brag about him being country and him being from the country, and I'm like, you're from up north, that's Indianapolis, you know, you're not from the country. And he would argue with me. You know, we weren't really, you know, mad at each other or anything. We just argued, you know, kind of, you know, just, you know how friends like to pick at each other. I would tell him he's not country, he would say he is. And yeah, one of the funniest memories I have from when he first moved here is, if you're not from the South and you don't know, a lady's purse that they carry, we call it a pocketbook. Pocketbook is Southern for a purse. And my teacher said, Tyler, go get my pocketbook from the classroom. And he came back with a little bitty book, like a little book that would fit in your pocket. And it was the funniest thing that we had ever, you know, that we'd ever had him do, you know, at that point. But you know, we grew up, and then in middle school, I started doing, each year at my birthday, I would have all my friends come over, like 20, 30 friends, and we would all camp out, and I would have a big party. You know, we'd cook all kinds of food. We would swim in the creek at the house and all this. And Tyler had never at that point been to anybody's house. As far as someone his age, he had never been to their house, let alone stayed all night with someone. So his parents came to the party, and they, you know, met my parents, become good friends and stuff, and you know, made sure that, you know, we were all cool and stuff. You know, you move to a new state, you're kind of leery of trusting your child just to go stay at some person's house. But he did stay at our house. You know, he hung out with all my friends. Then he would come. You know, he just clicked with everybody. He was one of those people that, it's just like me, you know, we could click with anybody. We were friends with everyone. Everyone knew us. And he was just a nice dude. And, you know, we grew up together, having class together every single year, you know, of high school, all throughout middle school and high school. From the time in 5th grade, we basically had class together every year. And when we turned 16, I remember he got a Nissan truck that, you know, it wasn't anything that special. It was nothing crazy, you know, just a beat-up pickup truck. But he was proud of it, and we had vocational class. And if you don't know what vocational class is, it's where you do like auto mechanics, lighting, electrical, all that stuff. You know, you do construction, all that. You go do that as a class. And we had the auto class twice together, and he brought his truck to show it to us. You know, he was really proud of it. He wanted me to come, you know, check out the inside of it, sit inside of it, and listen to his new speakers that he had gotten, all this. You know, he was proud of it. He was happy. And we had that auto class together both years. And once we graduated, he got a new truck, which when he turned like 18, he got another truck too. But when we turned 18, he got a new truck, and it was a Dodge 2500. And that's when we were all going to different colleges. You know, everybody was going wherever. My best friend went to Atlanta. You know, some of us went to the community college. And he went to Nashville. He went to Nashville to a college down there, and he would come back and forth to where we live. You know, I live on the opposite end of Tennessee from Nashville. He would come back and forth, you know, when he had time off from school and see friends and all this. And the last time that I talked to him, we went to my best friend's going away party, and we just had this big party with his family and had cake and all this, and just hung out and told him goodbye before he went to Atlanta to go to the Caterpillar College. And we were hanging out at that party, and I remember one of the last things he said to me before I left. My mom was like taking forever to come pick me up. I didn't have my license till I was 18, and this was when I was like, this was like right when I was about to turn 18 or something. Anyway, I didn't have my license, and my mom was taking forever, and he asked if I would like for him to drive me home, and I was like, I appreciate it, but nah, she'll be here in a little bit. I'll just hang out till she gets here. And the automotive teacher I was talking about, every year he would have he has a rock crawl at his house. So they bring Jeeps and dune buggies, all this, and they have a big rock crawl. And he raises money doing that. It's a big fun thing that everybody goes to. We're out in the sticks, we don't have a lot to do, so we went to that. Like right after our first semester of college, I went with my best friend, and Tyler was there, and I didn't speak to him. Everybody was talking to him, and that was still kind of, it still hurts that I didn't talk to him, because like the next month is when this happened. But I didn't talk to him. I saw him, and we walked around together and stuff, but we were just in a huge group, and I never talked to him that day. And if I would have known that was the last time I would ever see him alive again, I definitely would have talked to him. And I'm going to try my best not to cry, but I'm a sob, so if I do, I apologize. And so the next year, this being like when he had just graduated college, in February, I was sitting at my computer. I'm in Discord with my friends and stuff. We're talking, and my cousin is messaging me on Snapchat, and he says, I don't know what just happened, but it sounded like an explosion happened outside, and my house just shook. And a couple hours later, he told me, it's Tyler, he's had a wreck out in front of the house, and I'm pretty sure he's dead. And man, to get a message like that from somebody, you just don't want to believe it. And basically, he had went and picked up another friend of his and two girls, and they were coming out by my cousin's house, and there's like a hump in the road, and he was in that Dodge truck, that 2500 Dodge Ram. And when they topped the hill, the officers said he was probably going 65 to 70 at least, and this is on a really, really small road. And when he topped the hill, he caught a little bit of air, and when he landed, he lost control and went off the side of the road and hit a tree, and it killed all of them instantly. None of them lived, all four of them under the age of 22, and it was a really bad scene. And to have to text my friend that night and to ask him where is Tyler, and for him to say, yeah, I remember he responded to me and said, this was like at 3 in the morning, he said, LOL, I don't know, why don't you ask him? Because he had just got back into town like that night. And I said, I'm pretty sure Tyler's dead. And he's like, you're kidding me, right? And I was like, no, I'm not kidding. I would never kid about something like that. I had to tell him that one of our best friends was gone. And they had a big when they had his funeral, they put his casket, like the last drive down the dirt road to where they were going to bury him at. They put his casket in the bed of the truck, and burned the tires off of it and drove it down to where his gravesite was. And that's what he would have wanted. I mean, he loved that truck, and which this was the truck that he got after the Nissan truck. He got a Chevy, but they put him in it and drove him to his grave. And it was a really sad day, and it really sucks. He was one of the closest friends I've ever had. And I just wanted to do the video each year like Jeff does, just to keep in memory of him. This is the shirt, wrong side of it. This is the shirt that they had made when he died. I don't know if I can show the back of it here, but it's got like his, I hope you can see it, got his name and everything on the back of it. So that's all I wanted to talk about. I didn't want to be too depressing. I just I tried to not cry, and actually I did manage it, because usually I usually can't. But yeah, that's the story of Tyler Bell, one of my best friends. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the next video.